What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook friends? Matt here with Matt's Movie Reviews, as you probably figured out by now. Today after Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a blessed day. God's good. His son Jesus Christ, of course. I have two more movies to review. I have The Night Before, and the new Hunger Games movie. And right now I'm going to talk about The Night Before, which is a comedy. But first, I just want to say, I know, I don't really get that many views on these videos. It's not that, it'd be cool if I did, but I have had a couple really close friends of me just like in person, just be like, oh yeah, your video reviews, your movie reviews are cool. I'm like, dang, thank you. That means a lot. That really does mean a ton to me, because I realize Facebook, some people hate it. Some people don't really like the idea of, they just kind of got over it, I guess. But I don't know. It's still cool to me. It's still fun. I don't really see the negative side of it. I used to make a fool out of myself on Facebook and post all kinds of stupid things. I apologize for that, but now it's like a way just to get my thoughts out, or for anybody, or just even make a positive influence on the world. Get to preach a little bit or something like that. But anyways, this movie, The Night Before, I don't remember the actor's name, but he's the one from Knocked Up, and yeah, everyone knows who he is. I wish I could remember his freaking name. But I think it's Seth Rogen. I'm pretty sure that's his name. And if it's not, I'm sorry. Everyone knows who he is, but he's freaking hilarious. And that movie will not disappoint you. It didn't disappoint me in the slightest bit. It's funny. It's a lot. It's like just like your classic R-rated comedy movie that's been coming out in the last 10 years. Knocked Up, the one about Superbad, The Hangover, all those movies. It's just like that type of movie. And this one, like, it has good morals in it. I mean, obviously there's cussing and there's some sexual scenes in it, but for the most part it's just funny. Like, it's not really that offensive. The only real nudity in it is, I think, male nudity. And, there's one scene where two people are having sex in a bathroom, and it's like quick and it's like humorous. It's not like it's not like a intense. And anyways, like it pokes fun. So if you watch it, it may seem it's like poking fun at Christianity, but the crazy thing is like, if you listen to the different parts in the movie that mention Christianity, like, it is actually kind of talking about prophecy, and it never really says like Christianity is fake or not real. It just ties like the kind of stuff that happens in real life that you would attribute to God, like random stuff being perfectly timed. And it's actually, I'm a very sensitive Christian. Like, if I'm in a room and people start talking bad about Christianity, like, it puts me on edge. Like, I get more offended about it than people making fun of me personally. And this movie didn't offend me. Like, sure, there was some stuff in it that I wouldn't say or do based on my beliefs, but at the same time, like, it's a movie, and there's so many funny parts. If you've ever done drugs before, if you have good friends, if you just enjoy like witty, like untimed, like, it's just some of the stuff they say is it's freaking funny. It's not, if you like those type of comedy movies, it will disappoint you. There's all kinds of parts where, he's doing mushrooms and coke, and like, he's making videos. There's other parts with the football guy who he's a star and he's using steroids and everyone knows it, but he doesn't want to tell him. There's another part with the girl from Broad City. She steals his weed, the football star's weed, and they have to chase her down and try to get their weed back, and she's just like this thief who hates Christmas. And they're trying to get to this party that they've never. And the other guy with the black hair slicked back, he's like, his parents died, and he kind of relies on them to be his family every year. But they're kind of like, they're all growing up and have their own families now, their own things to do, and they're kind of like, yeah, bro, you need to grow out of this party before Christmas stage, because we need to. And so they're trying to, and he's finding himself, and he feels like his friends are ditching him, and they're not like around anymore, and they're trying to, it's not boring. There's funny stuff in it. Like, they tell this other football star who the one football star of their friend, the I forgot his name, he wants to impress him, so they're like, oh, we need to get some weed. And they're like, okay, and his Seth Rogen's wife, for a birthday, not a birthday present, a present for being a good help during their pregnancy, gives him, as you see in the commercial, gives him all these drugs. And that part's funny right there in itself, like if you watch it. And they're like, how much weed? They're like, how much weed do you get in that thing? And he's like, oh, I've got the weed. And he pulls out like one joint, and obviously it's not going to be enough for like this huge football star party people. So like they have to call their old weed hookup from high school. And if you've ever bought weed in high school, like waited on a person, get in their car, and like they talk you up, it's like and then there's this other guy who's like the Red Bull driver that the football team hired, who has to drive them around, and like there's tons of funny parts in the movie. And I had to stop myself from laughing because I felt like the people in the theater were getting annoyed by it. But if you like comedy movies, and if you like any of those, like I said, Superbad, Hangover, any of those, like, it's definitely not something you want to take your little kids to go see. I wouldn't, but it was very funny, and I would definitely recommend seeing it.